camera on now?
Yeah, you should be.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, go for it, don't. Yeah, it's on.
Okay.
Alright. Stay in the white line. Have a look, no one, hammer it down.
You can tell when the race is later.
Huh?
You can tell when the race is later.
Later, I'll tell you, promise. As hard as you can. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And lift. And there we go. A little bit of throttle. And start braking here. Good. Off the brakes a little, brakes again. Good. Turn in. A little bit of curb, yep. Throttle. Open up to the left and brakes. Off the brakes, turn in, throttle here. Open up. And brakes here, hard. Open up a little bit to the right, turn in, off the brakes and back on throttle. Off a little, turn in, throttle again, open up to the left, brakes here, and I need you to keep them off and throttle. That's quick. And brakes hard. Good. Off the brakes, brakes again. Turn in, and back on throttle. Lift off here, turn in, throttle again, touch on the brakes, turn in, and brakes here. And throttle. Open up to the left for the next one and brakes. And be patient. Turn in. Be super patient. And back on throttle.
Let somebody pass me here. So.
That was good. That was alright. And full power. There's a lot of cars.
There's a lot.
Yeah, it's 4 of it. 1, 2, 5. Porsche, yeah, the M3. That's not a bit clear actually.
Is that it?
Brakes here. Oh yeah, it is. Turn in and throttle. Clear, yeah, come.
So then go like me too.
No, go for it, go for it. Have to look right. And you're able to take, just lift, don't brake. Just lift, just lift. And now a little bit of brakes. Off the brakes, turn in, throttle. Okay. Brakes it hard. Yes. Yep. Turn in,
I'm
off.
not scared to brake, just so you know.
You what?
I'm not scared to brake.
Okay. Back on throttle.
I know some people don't hit them hard enough.
That's good. Fuck yeah, I love that one. Turn in, full throttle. Most people don't brake hard enough. Give it a good lift and just a slight touch to get the nose down. Off the brakes, turn in, throttle. And brakes hard. Yeah, off the brakes, turn in, throttle. Brakes in, you follow that curb and back on throttle. Straight for the brake graffiti. And brakes, rotating.
Too good, better than it was.
It's getting better, but you're still catching the throttle just a tiny bit. Off the brakes, you can turn in and now pick up the throttle and brakes hard, good, turn in, aim for that white line and throttle, good, to the left and brakes, good, turn in, off the brakes and back on power, brakes in, turn in, off the brakes, back on throttle. Brakes here, okay, turn it off and smoothly on throttle, yeah, and full power. Brakes here, hard, off the brakes, get down there, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, brakes, good, so, and back on throttle. Lift off here, turn in, brakes here. Turn in, off the brakes, smoothly on throttle, and full power. Brakes here, turn in, off in, throttle. brakes. Wait. And now go.
Early.
A little bit. You want to catch it in the banking. That's going to push you out a little bit. Where's that one quick? Yeah, that guy's weird. Turn in and transfer. It's up to you, but if you want to overtake the Beaver, just flash it.
Might have to. Yeah, it's kind of late now, isn't it?
We'll get him straight anyway, so back to the right a bit. And just a big lift. Up speed. Transfer. Touch on the brakes, turn in, transfer. Yep, okay.
A little early because
A little bit early, but that's alright. Turn in, smoothly on throttle, and full power. And brakes it. Off the brakes, then smoothly on throttle. And back on. Go ahead, a little bit of brakes, turning off in throttle. And touch on the brakes, off the brakes, turning back on power. Stay on throttle, stay on full power. To the left, brakes it, turn in, off the brakes. Back on throttle. And brakes it, off the brakes, turn in, back on throttle. Brakes it, turn in, and throttle in. Brakes in, turn in, throttle. And yeah. To the left. Brakes in, turn in, off the brakes, back on throttle. Good, move to the right. Brakes in, carry your brakes with you, off the brakes, throttle. Yeah. And brakes in, off the brakes, let them bump, and throttle. Okay, brakes in, turn and be patient, off the brakes, throttle now, full throttle. See, less understood.
Yeah, come on.
Touch on the brakes, turn in, off and throttle. Takes A1 back on throttle and lift off, brakes, turn in off and throttle. That's the adaptive cruise control, something like that. When you come close to something, oh, move to the right, and throttle again. Lift off, yeah, turn in, throttle. And brakes it hard over to the left, turn in, off
So I
the
need to be over left more.
No, it's going to set you. Brakes in, turn in, because we weren't at full speed yet. Because of that knob.
Yep.
Brakes in, turn in, off the brakes, and back on throttle. Brakes in, not too hard, and turn off the brakes, throttle, open up to the left, and back on power, throttle. right lift, turn in, throttle. Okay. Lift off, don't hit roll, don't have to brake. And brakes in, good. Okay, turn in, off the brakes, back on throttle.
I didn't do so good there.
Yeah, that's alright. A little bit of brakes, turn in, back on throttle, and let it open. And brakes in, good. That was hard. Turn in.
So much with the ABS, huh?
Yeah, back on throttle. Lift off here, throttle again, open up to the left. And brakes in, a bit off the brakes, throttle.
Dude.
Don't be scared of getting closer to it. Don't be scared. And brakes in. Turn in, off the brakes. Brakes again, turn in, throttle. Lift off, turn in, power. Touch on the brakes, turn in, yeah, and brakes in slightly, and throttle. Brakes in, turn in, and back on power. Yeah, go for it, for power. Okay, lift off here, and brakes. Little more.
A little more brakes.
Yeah, just to get the nose down. You could have gone on throttle earlier. Full power, good. Yeah. Brakes in. Off the brakes, turn in, throttle in. Brakes in, hard, yeah, open up to the left, turn in, off the brakes and back on back. Lift off, a little bit of brakes, off the brakes, turn in, throttle, and brakes hard. Off the brakes, turn in, throttle, brakes in, turn in, off the brakes, back on throttle, aim straight, brakes in. Okay, and now be patient, Do a bit of throttle smoothly, full power. Look to the right, brakes in. Off the brakes, turn in, throttle, and brakes in hard, turn in, careful man, turn throttle, move to the right, they will take you, yep, brakes in, turn in, off the brakes, back on throttle.
That was sloppy.
Yeah, that's alright, brakes in, turn in, throttle. Left, brakes in, turn in, off, and back on power. And brakes on, good. Off the brakes, turn in, and back on the brakes, straight a little bit, turn it now. And now back on throttle. And you keep it, keep it. Good. Lift off, turn in, brakes. A little harder, yeah, actually. Turn it off and throttle. Initially, just initially.
Okay.
And a little bit of throttle. Off the, yeah, a little bit of brakes on. Alright.
Now here you go. I'll turn it in.
Okay, just a tiny lift. Turn it, power. Brakes hard. Okay. Open up to the left. Turn in, off the brakes here, aim for that banking, get in there, throttle. And still for the throttle. brakes a little bit, off the brakes, turn in, throttle. And a little bit of brakes, off the brakes, and throttle again. Okay, brakes hard. Turn in, off the brakes, smoothly on throttle, and full power. Brakes here. Turn in, off the brakes, a little bit of throttle. And full power. To the right and a little bit of brakes, off the brakes, turn in, back on throttle. Up to the right and brakes. Turn in, off the throttle.
Off throttle?
Off and on throttle, I mean, I can't say quick enough. Brakes in, turn in, and back on throttle. Now I tell you to lift if I want you to lift. Brakes in, turn in, off and back on throttle. Brakes in, a little bit, turn in, over there, and there, yeah, then lift off, turn in, throttle. Up to the left, brakes in, turn in. Don't leave a bit more like a throttle. Now, brakes in. Carry your brakes with you, off the brakes, throttle. And brakes in. Turn in and back on. Brakes in hard. Turn in and back on. Brakes in hard. Turn in. Back on power. Go to the right. Lift off, turn in power. Brakes.
Brakes.
I'll get brakes. That's alright. And back on throttle. And full power. Lift off a little bit, turn in power. Lift off a little bit of brakes and power. That's alright, that's well good. And back to power. Brakes hard. Good. Yeah, turn in and off and throttle. Brakes it hard. Turn in, off and throttle. And brakes. Get there. Off the brakes, throttle. And brakes here. Yep, off the brakes. Turn in, power, up to the left. Lift off here, turn in, back on power. Serious driving.
Any more?
Up to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you think I'm getting a little messy.
Huh?
Think I'm getting messy, or are you okay?
No, that's alright.
Okay.
Stay focused and keep going.
The other car's kind of got me thrown off a little bit.
That's okay. Just a lift. One brake. There, forward. Okay. We'll stay on your brakes.
Sorry.
That's okay. Stay on. Yep. Turn in, off the brakes.
Level
back
got a
on
little
top.
dodgy.
That's okay. And brakes. Turn in, off the brakes. Back on throttle. And brakes in. Up a bit. And turn. Off the brakes, back on throttle. Turn in, up to the left. Brakes in. Turn in, off the brakes, back on throttle. And brakes in. Turn in, brakes again. Turn in, back on power. in, power. Brakes it, turn in. Brakes it, turn in, power. And to the left, brakes it. Yeah, more.
More.
And power. Yeah, if you don't keep them long enough, you end up in the grass.
Okay.
And they happen quicker than you think. And they lift off here. And brakes. Turn in, power. And lift off here. Brakes hard. And off the brakes. Turn in, power. And brakes hard. Turn in.
I don't like that.
Nah, it doesn't like to be back apart. It's too stupid to do two things at once, isn't it? So, lift off a little, turn in, power. Okay, lift, a little bit of brakes, turn in, power. Walk them to the right, and brakes hard. Off the brakes, turn in, power. Brakes it, off the brakes, get back to throttle, aim straight for the red graffiti, brakes it, turn in, yeah, smoothly, and out for power.
Right.
To the right, brakes it, off the brakes, turn in, throttle heel. Brakes here again, turn in, back on throttle. To the left and brakes. Turn in, off the brakes. Turn in, back. To the right and brakes. Turn in, back power. Up to the left, brakes in. Off the brakes, turn in, and power here.
Not the time to do it.
Brakes in, off the brakes, turn in, and brakes, yep. Back on power, and overtake it. Okay, lift off here, turn in, straighten it up, and brakes hard. Good, turn in, off the brakes, back on power. Brakes in, turn in, off the brakes, back apart.
Too much curve.
That's alright. Again, it's not my car, I don't care.
So light lift.
Lift off, yeah, throttle. Good. Brakes it hard, open up to the left, turn in, aim for that main kick, wait for it, and full power. Little bit of a lift, turn in, power. And turn in, stay on throttle. Up to the right. Brakes here, off the brakes, turn in, power. Touch the brakes, turn in, power again. And brakes on. Yeah. Up, turn in, off the brakes, smoothly on throttle. And back on throttle. And brakes. Again there.
Come on, dude.
Off the brakes, little bit of throttle, smoothly. brakes, turn in, power. Look to the right, in, brakes, off the brakes, turn in, power. Turn in, power again. Brakes in, turn in, off the brakes, in, get back on throttle. Brakes in, turn in, off the brakes, back on throttle. Little bit of brakes here again, turn in, throttle again, touch it, back on power. Should make it through. Then brakes in, off the brakes, turn in, power. Brakes in, turn in, then back on throttle. Okay, little bit of brakes, off the brakes, let the bump do the work. Back on throttle. Brakes in, turn in, off the brakes, back on throttle. And brakes. Turn in, back on power. Right, get turn in, power. Brakes. Off the brakes, power. Lift off, careful, it's going to be a bit slippery. And throttle. Lift off, touch on the brakes. Then power. Brakes, stay straight, turn in, off the brakes, back on throttle, to the right, brakes in, turn in, back on throttle, brakes in, turn in, off the brakes, back on throttle, brakes in, turn in, off the brakes, back on power.